Here we are.
Yeah. Can you believe this?
Hardly.
Same. But here we are. You're in the Bluecast.
Here we are.
Thank you for coming to the Bluecast. Guys,
Absolutely.
today I have Key Nyata. I say Key Nyata because of my French accent, but is it?
That works.
That works?
Hmm.
How do you say it?
Key Nyata.
That's what I was thinking. Key Nyata.
Yeah.
Key Nyata.
But any way you want to pronounce it is fine with me,
Excuse my French.
That was a good one.
Okay, guys, today I'm with Key Nyata. We're in New York. And yeah, we're just sitting down to have a little, conversation about what it does in life, like music, because it does a little bit of music.
Yeah, that is what I do. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of music here and there.
Time.
Every now and then, nothing serious.
Nah, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I dibble and dabble.
Yeah, so Key is from Seattle. You from Seattle?
I'm from Seattle, Washington, yes.
Seattle, Washington. Yeah, the state of Washington.
Yes.
And Washington, the city, is in the state of this. But
yeah, it's very weird. It's very confusing. There are,
As a French
state of Washington, and then there's Washington, D.C. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm glad I'm here with you today because who would expect a girl from Guadeloupe talking with a guy from Seattle in New York?
No one, actually. Probably no one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're probably the first pair of this happening.
Yeah.
This is a world premiere.
Yeah. See, Soulja Boy, you're not the first all the time.
Not all the time, brother.
No, not all the time.
You can't always.
Most of the time.
He's been first to a lot of things. I won't deny that.
Yeah. I just want to put some context because I love to put some context in my podcast. So, Key and I met last summer because Denzel Curry had an event, Netflix event, Sakamoto Days.
Yes.
So basically, Denzel introduced me to you guys, and we had so much fun.
We did. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We went bowling and hung out. It was great.
That was a great time. And ever since, I'm just sending memes to him every fucking day.
Yes, very true. Very true. Very funny memes. Why'd I ask you? And she kind of teaches me a little bit of French every now and then, too.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ça va?
I'm good. I don't know how to reply to that yet, but we working on it. At least I knew what she said. I knew what she said.
Yeah. He understands. He understands. So don't talk shit in French in front of him because he understands.
I might know what the fuck you're saying and I might do something to your guys. Yeah.
But yeah.
Be sweet.
That was an amazing time. I really enjoyed this day with you guys. It was very...
Yeah. That was a fun event. They had arcade stuff there. I beat Denzel in Mortal Kombat while we were there. It's some other guy too. I'm really good at Mortal Kombat, so I don't really lose.
I won too, but it wasn't against you.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been against me.
Oh.
But I'm glad you won.
Thank you.
We can both be winners because we both won. But
that's true.
As long as you didn't play against me, then it becomes a fierce competition and we'll be victorious.
One day, maybe.
I don't know. I've been playing that game since I was 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew you as a homie on the first place, And then I discovered that he's actually making music. I mean, he told me the day we met, you told me that you were like on Ultraground, the song in King of the King of the yeah, French, sorry. So yeah, and I was like, oh, that's him on this song? Okay. And then, I did my research and everything, and I found like Don't Fall 2, and a lot of other stuff. I was like, okay. And I like the covers.
Thank you.
Yeah, really make me think of, all this short and screwed era.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, before people knew you like as Key Nyata or Key Nyata in Raider Klan, Raider Klan, like where were you like? How can I say that? Psychologically, emotionally, in your life in general, like what did your daily life look like?
Before music?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Just regular, regular life.
Yeah.
Go to school. I played sports. I played like football in high school and stuff like that. So just hanging out with my friends and shit. This is the neighborhood. Trying not to get in any trouble.
Yeah.
But yeah, just regular stuff. Nothing too exciting. Just regular old life.
And when did you have like the spark for?
I always did music. I started when I was 11. Not like rapping or anything. I just I actually started out with producing.
Okay.
Yeah, so I used to mess around in my Boys and Girls Club. They had a computer lab with like some computer programs, music programs on the computers. And we had a music teacher, or I guess he was a music teacher. Yeah. Shouts out to bro. He kind of showed me how to use the program, and I just was making stuff every day.
Was it like FL?
No.
Oh, that's
actually, so the first time I encountered FL, I was in maybe first grade, believe it or not. So I don't even, how old are you in first grade?
Like first grade in France is not the same thing as you.
Okay, so maybe I was 6 or 7 years old, maybe.
Okay.
And I had used, it was called Fruity Loops back then. It wasn't even FL Studios.
Yeah.
It was on one of the computers at my daycare center.
Okay.
It's like after school. So I went to this elementary school, and the daycare center, or after school, whatever you want to call it, was right next door. So it was like attached to the school campus. So we would just go there after school, and they had Fruity Loops on the computer, and I had made a beat on there, but I didn't take it serious. It was just like messing around with a computer game or something. But when I was 11, that's when I started actually trying to make stuff.
How did it start?
Well, when you go to the Boys and Girls Club, like, they have the kids do certain stuff every day. And that day we were supposed to go to the computer lab and do some shit, I guess. And they had some music person there that was supposed to teach us some music shit. And I guess I was probably the only one that like enjoyed it. And then from there, I like kept talking to the dude, and he ended up showing me how to use the program better. And from there, I was in the computer lab every day.
Okay. So you were producing, and then you started to jump on the mic.
Yes, I was producing, and then I didn't do music for like, years. I was a regular kid. I was playing sports and shit.
Yeah.
Music wasn't like, ooh, I want to make music. It was just like, I love music. I listen to music every day, and I know how to make music if I ever wanted to. Like, I know how to make a beat or something. You know, like at 11, I was like, yeah, I know how to make a beat.
That's crazy. At 11, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, but I wasn't taking it serious. It was just fun, you know. I was playing sports still, like, you know, basketball and football and shit like that. So, regular kid shit. I didn't pick up music again until I was, well, I guess I was always trying to do it from then on, but like never like serious. Me and my cousin, he had got a whole bunch of like recording equipment and shit.
Okay.
Like he begged his mom for it or some shit and took her computer, and he had a whole setup. He was the one that was really, you know, rapping before me. Like he had like a fan base on MySpace and all type of shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, shit, you got all the stuff. I'm gonna come to your house and we can rap. So we were kind of like rapping together at the time. And then he moved away, and I still wanted to rap, so I like figured out my own situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kept going.
Yeah, and I was like, that was around when he moved. It was like freshman year of high school, so we were just getting into high school and stuff.
High school is like 16.
No. It depends.
It's sophomore.
I was 15.
Okay.
So like when I graduated, I was 17. So I'm like, I turned 18 after school was out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were in Seattle at this time, and you just like started to upload music online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did you meet like all the people who were doing music at this time, like
in Seattle or just in general?
In general.
Well, at that time, there wasn't really too many people that I knew of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So in Seattle, there were like older dudes and things like that. But for my age, I was probably the only person at that time that was really doing something. I was,
Yeah.
there was Nacho Picasso, Jarb D, and like Morgang and all those guys. A lot of other local acts too, but those were probably the main guys in the city. So like I wanted to kick it with them because I had more of like an online internet type buzz, like the first of its kind back then, I guess, or whatever. So they were like more local rappers, like people knew them in the city. Like people knew me because the internet and like real life were starting to collide in a different way at that time. Like it was tangible. So people knew me throughout the city. It was weird. I would be like walking to fucking 7-Eleven or some shit and somebody would recognize me. It was weird. But so yeah, I would hang out with those guys, and they, you know, kind of took me under their wings and showed me all type of shit. But those were pretty much the only dudes. And then like Blue Sky Black Death, they were like a production duo from Seattle. They were really popular, like worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I can think of at that time period.
Yeah.
Now we have an entire scene, but back then there wasn't much.
Yeah. And like, did you feel like kind of I don't know the fucking word in English. Did you feel like big like difference between like, you know, the internet and real life? Like,
Yeah,
because people were very active on internet.
I'm old, you know. I
Don't
still remember like real life. Not to say this isn't real life, but like everything is more online and internet based than. I remember being outside for 3 or 4 hours a day. You know, I remember when you had to like getting on the computer was a whole task. Like you got to plug some shit in, dial up, wait for it to connect, and you can't be on the phone at the same time. Like that's how old I am. I remember when the internet was just like, ooh, wow, let's go get on the internet. Like when it was a thing like that.
Yeah.
Not when like, oh, pulling up my phone.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. You didn't have phones that were touch screens or none of that. The best phone had a keyboard on it. So Sidekick was the best phone. So yeah, I do recall when things weren't so internet.
And was it a shock to you when you like blew up on the internet?
No, because it was calculated. Because
tell me more about
because in those early days of the internet, people haven't had to try everything yet. Like, you know, so you could come up with a formula that was based off of another formula and it would most likely work. So it was like, if you tried something and you actually tried, it would probably work back then. So I just knew, okay, if I do this and like really put effort into it, it's probably gonna work. You have to position yourself, you know, to make things work. Of course, like you have to network and things like that, but it was a lot easier back then because the space was kind of emptier. There were less people, so people were more open to things. You see a motherfucker on the timeline, it's not like you've seen 10,000 things today. So like you're like, oh, I wonder who that is. Let's click on it. Like that's what it was like back then. Like I remember the maximum retweets motherfuckers would get was like, if you had 100 retweets, you were a celebrity. In like 2010 and 11 and 12, like if you had 100 retweets, you were a celebrity. You know, but now thousands of retweets, 10,000, 20,000. That shit is crazy. Because I remember when the space wasn't that big. Like Twitter used to literally put you in jail for tweeting too much. Like you wouldn't be able to tweet anymore. It was called Twitter jail. It was a real thing.
That's crazy.
And a blue whale would pop up when Twitter was over capacity. When there were too many people logged on the server at once.
God damn.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the whole website was shut.
Yeah.
And we go, oh, well, that's enough Twitter for today. Yes. Yep. I remember that. Yeah, that shit was crazy. But you know, I'm that age where I don't look at that stuff as better or worse. I was caught in the middle of both eras, kind of hacking at the same time. It's like, oh, I get to grasp and understand analog and grasp and understand technology at the same time. So it was a good experience. I think it gives people from my age group like an edge a little bit because we understand both worlds pretty fluently.
I do too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Even if I'm younger.
I'm sure you're not like super younger. You know, you're a few years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm like 26.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's only like, what, 4 or 5 years.
Oh, so you're not old.
No, I'm not old. I'm just older, you know. Just older.
So how
old?
You just like calculated because you were like, okay, there is like free space here. Let me try. And then something happened.
Yeah. That's pretty much how it worked. I saw an opening and I took a shot and it worked.
Yeah. And how did this internet success transformed into real life stuff like shows?
At that point in time, like I was saying, it was a point where the internet was starting to have more influence on things that happened in real life. Like now, we can barely tell the difference. You know, it's almost instantaneous. But before, there was a little bit of delay to where people outside wouldn't know what's going on the internet. You know, so this was the turning point of now they're kind of the same. Like if something's happening on the internet, people outside know about it now. So when that was happening, when my song is blowing up or whatever, so I'll put it in perspective for you. Back in the underground space, when it was still truly an underground space, 100,000 views was like 1 million. If you had 100,000 views, everyone knew who you were. everyone in the space.
Yeah.
Everyone. All the blog people, labels probably knew. Everyone knew. All the rappers knew. Everyone. So my video hit 100,000 plus back then. I was 16. So I didn't know I didn't know. I thought I was famous. Like, cause I'm at that time period, you're a kid. I'm 16. I'm seeing 100,000 views. I'm like, oh, I'm popping.
Yeah, for sure.
So in my head, I know that that's the thing, but I don't know how big it is. So like I said, there's people recognizing me on the street. So yeah, of course, people are hitting me up to do shows, and I'm like, oh shit, the people are paying me to do stuff. So I'm in high school, like making show money and shit like that. So I actually went on tour with Raider Klan in high school, and we did Coachella.
Oh, like when you were 16?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I had to get like time out of school.
That's a flex, like.
Yeah, that's when I knew I wasn't gonna do anything else. That's when I knew, like when that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just like try and get whatever grades I can get to graduate, but I'm not going to college. I'm not doing. Yeah, like this is what I want to do.
Yeah, you were like, that's what I love to do.
Yeah, that's when I knew. That's what I knew for sure.
And how did Raider Klan shaped your identity and vice versa?
Interestingly enough, it was more of a coming together of ideas, because I was kind of already like that. Like the way that SpaceGhostPurrp was back then with the whole 90s influence and all of that, I was kind of the same way already. Like that was the way I dressed. That was the music I listened to. So it was kind of easy for me to get on the same like frequency. So I will say that the Black Power aspects and the political sense and understanding and knowledge that Perp put me onto was something that definitely shaped my identity moving forward, because he made me aware of a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have taken serious or cared about as a 16-year-old. Just, having me read about like Black Panthers and Assata Shakur, and just exposing me to things that were important as a Black person and a Black man, even in young age, that it wasn't things that I didn't know about, but just things that I wasn't well read on or wasn't really paying attention to. So those were important aspects that probably shaped my identity for sure. But that's really it.
So you put this knowledge in your music?
Yeah, at the time, heavily for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Like, were you like at school and everything? Did they really like teach you about like Black people and stuff and stuff like that? Oh,
not really. I mean, a little bit. It's the very standard. Martin Luther King. They don't really teach you about Malcolm X. They mention him. Basically, Martin Luther King. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. We have a problem, guys, because it's the same in every country. Sorry.
I didn't know that.
Had to say that. But yeah. So you had like the same influence and shit. Like, are you talking about like the chopped and screw and everything?
All of that. Because my grandmother is from the South, and a lot of my dad's family is from the South. So growing up, I heard a lot of music from Texas. My dad was like a UGK fan. So, and a Scarface fan. Like, those were the only people he probably played from the South, honestly, were those two. But a lot of those two. So I grew up hearing chopped and screwed music because he had some screw tapes too. So yeah, that was a very loose part of my influence, but it all came together once I joined Raider Klan, I was like, you know, because I'm the West Coast guy, so it's like I'm not gonna make my music sound like it's from the South. Really, it's gonna be maybe a little bit of both, and that's what it was.
Yeah, so you managed to just like mix Seattle sound with
West Coast sounds with Southern sounds, yeah.
Oh, now I understand better.
Okay.
So your sound was like really, I mean, like chopped and screwed, so really like dark, like how do we say this? Gritty? Can I say gritty?
It's like gritty, murky, mysterious.
Yeah.
You know, shadowy, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. All these things that you just said. And you know, like music with like all these frequencies and everything, like it does like something to our body, our mind, and vice versa. Like you put your frequency into music at this time when you blend it like these sounds. How were you feeling?
I was a kid, so I don't really neither here nor there.
Yeah, you were just vibing on the. You were just like, I like this.
When you're younger, I feel like it's a lot harder to pinpoint exactly what you're feeling. In some moments, I mean, some moments are very intensely this or that, but a lot of the time I was just kind of going with the flow. Whatever was going on in my life was probably keeping me at a level, or the music was probably driving most of what was going on mentally. So I was in a pretty good space most of the time, I would say. Because when you're a kid, you don't have really shit to worry about. I had a place to sleep. I had food to eat. I had money, which was the main thing people worry about. I'm a kid with like $1,000 in high school. Most of my niggas and shit don't got that at all. I had gold teeth, like top and bottom in high school. You know, like I had stuff because I could buy it.
Yeah.
Because of rapping and whatever, you know. So I don't know. My mindset was I thought I already made it, so I was chilling.
Yeah.
You know, like at this, you know, coming from the hood, like you don't know what making it is. Like you've seen it on TV, but to my version of it is whatever I was living. I had enough money to get whatever I wanted at the time. People were giving me hella free stuff. Like I didn't have to pay for clothes. I could buy gold teeth. I'm young. I could buy clothes and weed and all this shit I want. I'm rich or something. Not really, but like I'm on my way to that. Like I feel like, oh, I'm famous. You know, like you know, it was dumb. I was a fucking kid, but you know, it was a good learning experience. For sure.
Yeah. How was it to learn from this experience while growing up when the problems come? Because
I wouldn't trade the experience for anything. I think it made me the person I am. Very well-rounded individual because I've lived so many different walks of life. And I've experienced so many different things that were just well-rounded at this point.
Yeah. And when did you leave Seattle?
For the first time?
Yeah.
2 weeks after I graduated high school.
Okay. Was it for like, were you like moving, or was it like for vacation or
just doing stuff?
Yeah.
It's my thing. I don't, you know, a lot of the stuff I do, I just do. So some of my older homies from my neighborhood, when they graduated, they went to St. John's out here in Queens. And when I graduated, I just called one of them and was like, "Don't you have a house? All right, I'm moving in." I just went out there and moved in anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it's my nigga, so he didn't say no. So yeah, that's what I did as soon as I graduated, because I was already making music. The Raider Klan thing was going on, and I wanted to come to New York. I'd never been here. I remember the first time when I got here, I just kept looking around like, damn, this shit looks like GTA. Because this was around the time when Grand Theft Auto 4 was out. 4 or 5. It came out like that. And, yeah. I was like, damn, this is literally GTA. And then I'm here and I'm going to bodegas and I'm catching the train and shit. This shit was crazy. It was a culture shock for me, you know?
Yeah.
Coming from where we come from. So, but it was a great learning experience. That was the first time I left. But that it gave me the confidence to leave again and to know that I could go somewhere and be all right.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. I'm able to go wherever you want.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, knowing that at 17 is something that, like, I think most people don't even know until maybe 20 something.
Yeah.
It depending on, you know, what your travel habits are like throughout your life. But for me, as soon as I knew, I was like, oh, I'm anywhere and everywhere.
How did New York inspire your music, your sound?
Yeah, I can't really say it has. Yeah. Overall, in the grand scheme of things, it has. But at that time,
yeah,
nah.
Because you were just like living and like
I hadn't been exposed to too much of it yet.
Okay.
The only East Coast artists I knew were probably Jay-Z and Nas. And Nas was my favorite out of the two. And Kanye West. But I wouldn't really consider him East Coast. That's Chicago. That's Midwest, you know? So
yeah.
That was all I knew outside of West Coast rappers. Like, I didn't know. It may be some like Lil Jon and shit, like, but I didn't listen to that. I just knew what it was. It's on TV. Master P and shit like that, because he his first campaign was heavily on the West Coast, so we know Master P because he signed Snoop Dogg and all that. So there was certain shit that I knew about, but when it came to East Coast influence, like it was non-existent because I hadn't listened to too much of it. But at this point in life, I've absorbed a lot of you know, great music from this side of the country. I love Nas, I love AZ, I love Jay-Z. All those guys. It's like Wu-Tang, that goes without saying. Big Pun. Shit. It's a long list.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people from out here like that left a mark.
Yeah.
DMX.
Yeah.
Like, it's really a long list. Like, if I was to really say all the New York rappers I love, like, I'll be.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here for like 3 hours.
But yeah, that didn't come until like later when I started to explore. Like, I knew about certain things, but I didn't explore them until I was older.
That makes sense. And after New York, you went back to Seattle, or you stayed?
I went back to Seattle, and then after that, I moved to LA.
And how was the scene when you went back to Seattle?
It was more popping.
Yeah, like the under.
Yeah, there was more people popping up.
Yeah.
People doing shows. You know, it was great. It was cool.
Okay.
And I was kind of like a young OG in the scene. It was interesting because I was like a pioneer type, you know, in Seattle specifically. So by the time I was 18, 19, like, I was selling out shows and I was a big dog in the city. Like, as far as rappers went, you know, for my age group, because there wasn't really any. So, you know, not to like toot my own horn or anything like that. It's just what the history shows. These are the facts. You feel me? People are gonna probably be mad, whatever.
Oh, that's facts. That's facts. But I did my research.
You know,
that's facts. I'm a journalist. I'm fact checking. Okay.
Got fact check.
What was your best memory in Seattle when you were like 19, like as a young OG in the scene? Like, do you have a core memory? Like,
core memory? No. Specifically because that time period was not the most appropriate for me. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I was very wild at that time.
Okay.
In life, so
let's say you had a bunch of.
Let's just say Let's say that there were a lot of good memories, a lot of crazy ones, a lot of great ones.
So after LA, why LA?
Because that's just where things led to. With musically and everything, you got to branch out of the city. I had started a group called Thrax House, and we ended up having some members that were based in LA. So I moved to LA, and we continued to do the Thrax House thing for a while. And then after that, I quit music for a while.
Why?
Because no, it's fine. It's too long to talk about. That's actually worth hours, but the group ended up not working out for me specifically, so I left, and I didn't want to make music after that. I didn't want to be a rapper after that. Let's put it that way.
Oh.
So I kept making music, but I just didn't put anything out for a few years. I was doing other stuff. I moved to Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. From LA, actually.
And what did you do when you weren't making music?
Redacted.
What made you come back?
Oh. My really close friend / little bro, he passed away in 2018.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that, I wouldn't say it made me want to put music out or anything, but it definitely motivated me in a way to where it was like, I should probably be doing something more productive.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple years after that, my father passed away, and that was what actually made me take music serious again, because he wanted me to take it serious again.
May you rest in peace.
Absolutely. But yeah, so that's how that went.
Yeah, that motivated you to just like keep being creative and and what was the first, I would say, highlight when you went back on track with music?
When I dropped my first song back from, not dropping anything for about 2017 or whatever to 2022. I don't know how many years it is, maybe 4 years.
Or 5, 4.5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So when I dropped my first song, after being away for a while, it ended up being my biggest song ever.
Which song is it?
It's called Thanks and Praises.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my biggest solo record, and I don't know how it happened. It was dedicated to my father, which is what I think made it do that. I don't know. Energy is real, intention is real. So I think it was meant to be a sign to continue.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was, because now here we are and things are working out.
Yeah. And maybe people were waiting for you as well. Maybe. Oh no, but maybe.
See, I guess so. They listened to the song a couple million times, so seems as if maybe they were.
And what does longevity means to you? Like with,
it's the most important thing.
Starting young and then having a break and then coming back, like,
well,
what does it mean?
Interestingly enough, when I started making music, before I embarked on the journey, one of the things I intentionally wanted was longevity. And I remember saying that I didn't care how it happened as long as it happened in my favor.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that when you put things out into the universe, it's like pressing the go button. It's like pressing start.
Yeah.
So once I put it out there with that intention, I guess that was, it was just destined to happen that way. So here we are. Longevity has been, that's what I want. It's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's what I'm gonna get.
What did you say? I didn't understand this one.
Well, it seems like that's what I'm gonna get.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get longevity. Yeah. I'm manifesting this for you too.
Meg?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
How you met Denzel? Denzel was in Raider Klan too, right?
So me and Denzel met on Facebook first, actually.
Facebook.
Yeah. So I was adding like the Raider Klan people on Facebook, and I added Perp and shit like that. And then the Denzel's profile popped up or something like that. And we followed each other, like we friended each other. And he hit me up and was like, "Yo, you in Raider Klan?" I was like, "Yeah." "You in Raider Klan?" It's like, yeah. And it just so happened that we were the two youngest members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so from there I was like, I started out as a producer, so that was like my stronger point at the time. So I would just sing beats to Denzel, and he would rap on my beats.
Okay.
I was on his first couple projects.
And then you became like naturally friends.
Yeah. Over the years, we just stayed in touch. We would always see each other places, like randomly. Like when I lived in New York, he would be here all the time, and we would always hang out. We did a show at NYU together. Yeah, all that type of stuff. So.
And you made Ultraground Ultraground. Ultraground.
Yeah.
You met Ultraground together?
Yes. So it was an idea we came up with around 2015. We both had our own collectives at the time. This was when I was doing the Thrax House thing.
Okay.
And he had his collective called C9. And the idea was to kind of merge both groups and do a collab project. It didn't end up working out. So years later, one time I moved to LA and I started rapping again. I put my first song out and it's doing well. Denzel's my friend, so I was just, once I moved there, I was just like, "Yo, I live here now." And he's like, "Oh, come hang out." So, we were kicking it every day and shit. And then one day he just brought up like I guess we got to talking. I don't remember how it really came up, but we started talking about it. And then Ultraground came up, and he was like, "Yeah, that shit was a good idea. We should just do it."
Yeah.
Now it's just us. Like, we should just do it. I was like, "Shit, let's do it." And we did. And that was what? It's 2026. That was 4 years ago now. 3 years ago. 2022.
Okay. Yeah, 4 years.
4 years ago. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, time flies.
But yeah. That was 4 years ago when we had that conversation. So now here we are, strictly for the Scythe, out now, all platforms.
Amazing transition, because that was the
strictly for. But yeah, that's just the natural progression thing.
And what was the intention of Ultraground when you created it together?
It was it was supposed to be like, you probably won't get this reference, but it was supposed to be like fusing, like in Dragon Ball Z when they do the fusion dance. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So when they do the fusion dance, that was basically what Ultraground was.
Oh,
That was the intent.
that's cool. That's even cooler right now. And so there is Ultraground and there is the Scythe, right? That's
Yes.
two
Two different things.
different things. Yeah. So yeah, we gotta talk about the Scythe because no. The Scythe. How can I? Like I listened to the album and I was just like, guys, that's hella cool. Like for real. But yeah, I have like kind of the same question, but I know you're not like a group, but more like people who decided to come together for a project. If I'm not wrong.
It's a group in the same sense of Soulquarians being a group.
Okay.
Completely individual artists,
Yeah.
a part of a collective that
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah. And how did you decide to just, make music together and do this album?
Denzel was really front running all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All of the artists involved are his friends. I became friends with them, later on, but meeting them throughout the years and things like that. So we've all gotten cool, but it was really, just being around, making music, while we were doing the Ultraground thing, while we were starting it up, we were having these sessions and stuff in LA, and every artist that is a part of the Scythe had came to one of those sessions, and they just felt the energy, you know how Denzel gets. So eventually it came down to that.
Yeah.
Long story short, because everyone, once you're friends with Denzel, he brings you into his world so much so that you're like, damn, this shit's cool. What's going on in here? And then he's like, hey, we want to do this? And then you're like, yeah. So, that's pretty much how that works.
That's basically how I met you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you
I
understand.
was like, that's so cool.
That's how it works.
These people are so cool. I like them. They're funny.
That's how it works.
Yeah, for real. And what's your, I already know because I read this, so I'm not going to pretend what's your favorite verse on the site. But how was it like to collab with Juicy J, knowing your influence and everything?
It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one in the site probably that hasn't met him yet. But just to have a song with him.
Yeah.
Juicy J was real popular at my high school. Because this was around the time where he had that, where he was on his second run with Lex Luger.
Mm-hmm.
And he did Stoner's Night. We trippy, man. It was the trippy area, So he was real popular at my school. So like a lot of the homies, when they see me have a song with Juicy J, they was like, bro.
Yeah.
So it was real cool.
Even me, when I saw like the track list and I saw your name like next to Juicy J name, I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because of your sound, which is really unique and really, like I told you one day, like we can definitely feel like the influence you have, but at the same time, it's like really personal and so you. And so I don't know, when I saw that, it just made me happy, man.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
And how was the listening session for the release of the album of the side?
The listening party we had.
Yeah.
Oh man, so much good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had it at a record store here. I forget the name of it. Something below or something garage, something.
Shout out to the record store.
Shouts out to the record store. It was a great time though. A lot of great people came out. I signed some things, took some photographs. We did. We answered some questions. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody got to feel the energy.
It was like it's nice.
Exactly.
That's enough. Like it's sliced.
Yeah, get sliced. Yeah, just don't fuck up the side.
That sounded like a menace. Like that was.
Just don't do it.
Guys, if I don't go home, if I'm not back to Montreal or to Guadeloupe, that's because I was.
No. Oh, we didn't do it. No.
And when the site came out, I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, Key Nyata is such a good rapper, blah blah," or "I didn't know about him," or "He's so underrated," blah 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 blah. And I was like, you kind of like in my perspective, you kind of discreet. Is it discreet?
Yeah, sure.
Discreet. Yeah. Like I don't know. I don't have the other words, but like discreet, like it's low key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Low key, laid back.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me.
Oh, these are the words I've heard to describe myself for a long time, so I can help.
And my question is like, how do you feel like about these opinions? And how would you define yourself?
I've always had a problem perceiving myself, so I don't know how I would define myself. I'm just me, I'm just a well-rounded human being that knows a lot about his particular human experience. And my mission is to, get other people to understand that every human experience is unique, even though that we may share similar parts, similar understandings. Everybody's experience is different.
That's wise words. That's really wise.
So that's how I would describe myself. Yeah. As far as the opinions go, I don't really.
Yeah. It's just opinions.
Yeah, I don't. People could say it's bad. They could say it's good. I don't really care.
No.
I appreciate the people that like it.
No.
I don't really pay attention to the people that don't.
And how would you react to someone saying, "Oh, but I think you deserve like more light"?
I wouldn't.
Everything.
I mean,
like what?
If a person is saying that, then that means it's probably just gonna happen anyways. It'll probably just come naturally. What am I supposed to do? Well, there's no reaction to that. I'll say thank you.
Yeah.
That's about it. And just keep working. That's all.
Yeah.
I've learned that that's the whole point. Just keep working. Doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah.
If it happens, it was probably supposed to. So just keep working.
Yeah. Some people, like when you tell them, "Oh, you're so underrated" and stuff like that, like they actually tend to
get offended.
Yeah. to get offended or just
Some people, sure.
just like to want more light or maybe try to get more attention but without like substance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's a very like interesting thing to address, like the fact that you don't necessarily have to react like when someone say this. Like I think saying thank you is the best thing you can say in this situation, and just keep moving as you usually moving.
Yeah, there's no reaction for it.
Yeah.
And these days I don't really have too many reactions for people. I spent my most of my life being a reactionary person. It's natural, it's human nature, but in certain environments it becomes the default. You have a reaction before you get to thinking about what happened. I've had enough time to think at this age to where it's like I've been able to prioritize thinking before making an action or having a reaction, even if I'm thinking for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's better than immediately react.
Okay.
So I don't really have many reactions, and even if I do have a visceral, just straight up something I can't control reaction, I don't even fully go through with it. I might feel it happen, like I might even type some shit up, but then I'm gonna be like, wait a second, what are you doing? I'm gonna erase it. And then I'd be like, yeah, it's actually way better if I erase this and just like go smoke some weed or something. And then I forget about it. And then this crisis averted, problem solved. So it's like once you get in the habit of that, who gives a fuck about an opinion?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, it can be from anyone. I actually only care about the opinions of people that I care about.
Yeah, like genuine advice.
Only people's opinions that I care about.
Yeah.
Like in every aspect, in any aspect.
Yeah.
I don't care about the person outside's opinion on anything, actually.
I hope they're good though, even when I don't care too.
Yeah, no, we don't. Now, caring about someone's health is totally different. You don't have to go in person to hope that they're in good health, but as far as their opinions, I don't give a fuck what they are.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's so relieving when you reach this point in the world.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to reach that point. It's not easy.
If someone tries to understand your work 10 years from now, what do you hope they feel or understand?
I hope that they feel human. I hope that they understand that the things that I'm talking about are not a far walk away from where they live. It's right down the street. This experience is next door to you. Even if you don't believe it is. Even if you've never seen it. This life has a lot of components and a lot of pockets that we can get into and learn about and experience. I think people curate the things that they show to people a little too much. I want people to feel this is going to kind of be a little contradictory. Curated rawness,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Is this raw emotion and raw questions and, things that are just natural, but in a way that you can grasp and understand, in a way that's organized to where you can look through it and read it and listen to it like a book or something. Because I look at every person like their own book.
Yeah.
And, life is the library. We're all here in the library but everybody's their own fuck.
I love this. Life is the library and everybody's here with their own book.
Yeah.
I just got an epiphany. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Last question, my favorite question actually. The Bluecast question. Everybody has this question when they come to my podcast. What can I wish you for next, for the future? Like, what can we manifest for you? Like, me, the people watching us, like, yeah.
Happiness, stability, a whole lot of money.
I wish you happiness, stability, and a whole lot of money. Thank you so much for coming to my podcast, Key. I'm really happy
For having me.
I'm glad we had this conversation. I hope you liked it.
I did. I had a great time. Shouts out to Squirtle.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
See? You gotta respect my Pokemon.
You have to.
You have to.
Respect them all.
Yeah. Catch them all, but respect them all first.
Exactly.
Oh, I actually got another gift for you.
Real?
Yeah, because I have, this grimy stuff and everything, and I told my friends, I'm going to New York.
Really? No, you got me a hat.
And he was
I love hats.
He was like, I'm sure he's gonna love hats.
You know I love hats.
So he got you this hat.
Now see, this is perfect because I just got a shirt that has this color yellow on it.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it has my logo on it. And my logo looks kind of like this without the sun rays. But it has the circle. So this is going to look perfect. This is the perfect. And I've been eyeballing it the whole time.
Really?
Absolutely. I kept looking at it. I'm like, that's so cool. I'm like, what is that shit? Yeah, this is great.
Do you like tank tops?
Yes.
You do?
I work out. I worked out 4 times a week.
What's your size?
Large or extra large.
Oh, it's a tank top for you. Yeah?
I do this.
I believe you.
Yeah. I don't drink beer or anything, but every now and then I have
love stuff like that.
Yeah, you might need to open a bottle, and it's like, yeah, who has a bottle? Yeah. I got one right here. I'm like, on my pad. Keychain.
A Mexican Coke.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the type of stuff I have.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of beer.